The Bible tells the story of King Solomon, and in the story we learn a couple of things about the life that was going on during the time of Solomon's reign as king. One thing we learn is that everybody in Israel ate, drank, and were very happy, very merry. Second thing we learn is that every person in Solomon's time had their own vine and their own fig tree. In fact, the Bible goes on to clearly state that Solomon had been given, that his whole kingdom had been given rest from God, peace and rest and prosperity from God. It was a gift from God. Now the question is, when you read the story, the question comes to your mind immediately is, what did Solomon do with his rest? What did the people of Israel do with their prosperity? How did they use it? And the answer comes pretty quickly in the book of 1 Kings, because if you keep reading the story, what you find out is that Solomon essentially spent his rest on himself. He accumulated tons of wives. He accumulated tons of stuff. He accumulated tons of riches. In fact, we could sum up that Solomon used his rest to self-consume, self-gratify, self-focus. It was all about him. Do you know that he built a temple for God, but he actually built a palace that was twice the size of the temple? It said it had a throne in it like no other throne on the whole face of the earth. Amazing. So Solomon's given a gift from God. It's rest. It's economic prosperity. What does he do with it? He spends it on himself. Now I couldn't help, as I was reading that story, to think about the gift from God that we as Americans have received. We've received prosperity. We received rest. It's a gift from God. We each live in our own house. We have our own vine and fig tree, if you would. We eat, drink, and are merry. What have we done with our rest? The answer is pretty obvious. Same thing Solomon did with his rest. We've self-consumed. We've self-gratified. We've spent it on ourselves. What have we done with God's gift? God gave us a gift. Do you think he gave us the gift to spend on ourselves? Or do you think he gave us the gift for some other reason?